دخلت طب أسنان. I tried it, hated it. I felt that something was missing. Appa is incredible. He's like, the way that we do dentistry is patient focused. I'm like, yes, that's the dentistry that I want. It was a job offer. رجعت, failed the first exam. Appa was frustrated. He's a very, very good judge of character. حتى if someone at the beginning is a bit lacking, he just can see that there's potential. It's just focused on predictable success.
Today's episode هي واحدة من الابيسودز اللي أنا I was looking forward إن أنا أعملها بقالي كتير قوي علشان الشخص اللي أنا هانترفيو النهاردة is incredibly successful ما شاء الله. و he started the journey بتاعته where everyone حوالينا في السيركل بتاعتنا specifically في مصر بيبتدي from dental school عادي جدا هنا في مصر, and then he took this to the next level through a very very special journey اتكلمنا عنها شوية وهنتكلم عنها أكتر في الابيسود. و he needs no introduction. دكتور طارق حافظ.
إيه الأخبار؟
إيه الأخبار؟
كل حال الحمد لله.
It's very exciting to finally meet you. We've been setting this up بقالنا كذا شهر.
Yeah, I think so, like a few months ago.
يعني I really appreciate that you took the time out of your busy schedule and short vacations إن إحنا do this.
So pleasure is mine.
Thank you very much.
I think it's been in the works for a while. I'm happy to be here. So.
Yeah, and I'm sure الناس هيستفيدوا كتير قوي يعني. We've been talking for like 5-10 minutes and this is inspiring.
Well, I hope so. That's the goal الناس كلها to get to enjoy it.
It really is. It really
if
is.
I can send a few things out there for people to learn or to change mindsets or anything that would be.
أنا متأكد.
And I did something right.
أنا متأكد إن الناس هيبقوا extremely impressed and inspired من الجيرني بتاعتك.
إن شاء الله.
تعال بقى نرجع خالص ل your beginnings. أنت اتكلمنا briefly كده إن أنت you were not really into the medical أو dental, يعني this was never your plan A أو أنت ما كنتش targeting ده قوي من الأول as a student في المدرسة أصلا.
I got zero completely.
Okay. Tell us about your life in school. يعني
شو
high
a
school.
bit personal ولا in depth ولا just كده cut it short?
Please in depth.
طيب بص أنا when I was in school أصلا growing up I always loved to work with things with my hands.
Okay.
Legos, anything that needs.
دي بتبقى دايما البدايات
بالظبط. فدايما in my mind I knew that I had to work with something that I can work with.
Okay.
Physically.
A craft.
Not sitting on a desk and doing something.
Okay.
So I'm not going to take anything away from that, but it just wasn't me. But I thought in architecture was always going to be something that I'm going to هخش فيه.
This was also my plan في وقت طويل قوي.
فوانا في المدرسة I had a physics. I was in physics and I had a physics teacher that had a master's in nuclear physics.
Okay.
فبasically الطريقة that he was teaching physics was too complicated for someone in grade 10 or 11.
Okay.
And I would say that the whole class was failing basically. الكيرف كان واطي جدا that people just pass for the sake of passing عشان ما حدش يسقط في الكلاس عندي. On a personal level, I was a bit frustrated by it. I thought in architecture had a lot of physics, but I decided I'm not going to go into architecture.
Okay. So this was a turning point اللي هو
بالظبط yeah. فهعمل ايه ومش عارف ايه I didn't know what to do. كل الناس داخله AUC. طب هنخش اعمل ايه في AUC? Maybe economics. برضه والدتي was economics and اسمها ايه political science.
Okay.
I thought maybe I can go into that as well. And I applied for it and I got accepted في AUC. فكان ساعتها عندي one of my best friends كان ما اعرفش لو تعرف مصطفى الشبراوي. دكتور مصطفى الشبراوي. فكان في مدرسة he used to be one of my best friends وقال لي أنا داخل طب أسنان في MIU. طب ما تيجي معايا؟ قلت له خلاص I'll try it. حتى والدي قال لي بص go ahead and try it. If you don't like it for 1 year we'll discuss and see.
أنت قلت إن والدك is from a medical background.
Yeah, gynecologist and obstetrician.
Okay.
العيلة نفسها or دكاترة عيلة my paternal side يعني.
Okay.
وما كنتش عايز أخش طب عشان it was too hectic and طول عمري كنت واحد لعبي. I like to enjoy my time. ومش عايز أبقى مزنوق بقى on calls الساعة 8 بالليل و3 الصبح الحاجات دي كلها.
Little did you know.
Little did I know. بالظبط. دخلت طب أسنان. I tried it, hated it completely. Combination.
You hated طب أسنان.
I think it was a combination of أصحابي كلهم from school كانوا في جامعة تانية. I wasn't ready to get to know new people. I wasn't in love with.
وأول سنة كمان بالذات.
Zoology, botany, physics again, chemistry. Chemistry was okay. Biology, I liked it.
I almost failed chemistry. يعني
same.
I almost failed chemistry
same.
and physics في أول سنة أسنان دي completely.
Same. Chemistry, physics, and zoology.
Yeah.
هم دول التلاتة دول I was failing يعني حتى physics أخدته summer
اوكي
مش فاكر كانت اسمها ايه عشان to pass it and I did. عديت السنة الأولى الحمد لله. الحمد لله يعني أهلي were there to support me and push me. بص خلص السنة الثانية يعني if you don't like ساعتها هتعرف a little bit more of dentistry then we'll see.
This is very similar to my first year experience.
Yeah.
I had a huge
حلو.
fight مع بابايا about ان انا مش هكمل انا leaving. قال لي بص نعمل الكونفرسيشن دي بعد اول سنه actually اسنان.
بالظبط.
But this is very relatable يعني.
Yeah. I guess أي حد in the medical field understands that.
وخصوصا I think كمان ان دايما اول سنه transition من المدرسه للجامعه اصلا هي بتكون a lot of pressure. ف you take it into something that you really don't like ومش interested فيه زي ان انت تاخد basic science مش dentistry.
بالظبط.
بس تعرف ان هم they cancel ده خلاص دلوقتي. This is no longer موجود في مصر.
ايه the first year؟
تدخل first year dentistry على طول. What you used to take in the second year is now في كل جامعات مصر first year.
فمفيش chemistry.
مفيش zoology مفيش chemistry مفيش physics.
يعملوها في الأول.
أنا كنت تقريبا السنة اللي قبل الأخيرة إن هم يعملوا
بس لسه 5 سنين؟
5 سنين برضه. بس بتخش أول سنة بتاخد بقى dentition material science الحاجات
حلو. very good. That's a good change. اتليست حتى ساعتها ممكن they can squeeze in بقى الحاجات الجديدة زي
they take more time في الحاجات
المهمة والحاجات كده. بالظبط. Because I think that was the thing that لما اتخرجت قلت
احنا فين الحاجات دي؟
نتعلم الحاجات دي دلوقتي في امتياز. should have been taken in year 4 and 5.
This is true. فدخلت تاني سنة completely demotivated من طب أسنان.
لا بدأت شوية أحب حاجة يعني at least enjoying something. It's different. It's okay. في hands on شوية okay that's I'm enjoying it more. بس I never actually loved dentistry. ما كانش عندي passion of dentistry لما اتخرجت من الجامعة كمان. I liked it. I realized I was good at doing things بإيدي بس I've never.
Were you an A student في الجامعة ولا you were just going by?
No طبعا no.
فعلا.
لا خالص. I was a B- student تقريبا.
I don't know if Michael Apple knows that بس يعني.
I told him. No, I told him.
Okay.
بس he doesn't care about that. Which in reality that's يعني مش عايز أقول للناس كلها don't get A's. But
this is a very interesting perspective ان انت مش don't get A's بس if you're not getting A's this is not the end of the world.
Okay, so let me rephrase this عشان just put it in different aspect.
Okay.
مش بس يعني. Okay, let me change it.
Yeah.
The reason why I didn't get A's because that was a personal decision. I'm not gonna get A's.
Fair.
In the sense of لما نخش امتحان and give you a handbook قد كده to summarize. I summarized حاجة قد كده in 5 pages.
Okay.
كل الناس معايا في أصحابي في الجامعة like how يعني هتخش امتحان you're not gonna get A. قلت لهم بص في حاجات معينة I don't think I need to learn وكنت في بليتي باخد الصفحة أقطعها من البتاع وأنا أرميها.
Selective learning.
I
used to do that.
فبالنسبة لي أنا دخلت امتحان مثلا 10 questions 2 or 3 of them I decided I'm not gonna study it. I'm not gonna answer it. And I got 7. But to me I got an A.
You got an A.
But in reality it's a very stupid thing to do. But that's the way that I thought was the right way of doing it to me. So I just don't want to get too much that I forget the right things that are important. حاجات زي كده.
Sometimes you focus on الحاجات يعني كل الناس I think بتعمل كده حتى وهي بتذاكر they highlight the important things that they want to learn.
بالظبط.
وكل واحد بقى البرسبكتيف بتاعه بيختلف يعني.
بالظبط. At that time I don't think it's the right thing to do 100%. ما حدش ياخد that as an advice.
Okay.
بس to me that was the sane thing to do عشان I can بالظبط to keep going.
Okay.
I was overwhelmed by so many things.
فتخرجت من MIU.
MIU.
Yeah. Okay.
خلصت MIU امتياز push في امتياز more في MIU than برا. 3 شهور في العيني 9 في MIU. الحمد لله that was accepted. في امتياز بقى I really liked perio. وكان في ساعتها دكتور كريم حمدي. كان هو ال PA هناك. And we bonded قوي. He was allowing me to do some procedures that normally not everyone can do. Gingivectomy, some crown lengthening, just to do something, not the whole procedure طبعا. I like the idea of suturing and flaps وكده. ومع كارم دكتور كارم which كان he was giving the implants program هناك. برضو I connected معاه جامد جدا and he put me into liking implants. Like really liking implants. حتى لما جبت قال لي هات الكتاب بتاع مش and I read the whole thing. وفي نفس الوقت I was working مع يوسف ظريف في مهندسين. وهو is a periodontist. I was getting into perio more. وحتى as a assistant معاه في الاول طبعا as an assistant you don't do that much بس it reached a point that كان بيخليني to assist him in all of his surgeries.
Okay.
فassisting is a very important part of
This is true.
learning what to do.
Because انا دايما بحس ان الفيز بتاعت لما تتخرج وتخلص امتياز دي ممكن تكون اكتر فيز انت بتكون تايه فيها في حياتك اللي هو you have infinite number of options and yet you feel that you don't have any options. مش عارف انت عايز تعمل ايه. ممكن ما تبقاش accepted هنا, ممكن ما تعرفش تسجل ماسترز او whatever. ف how is this phase? I think من كلامك your mentors affected you the most في الحتة دي.
Yes. Even if the person is not a full-on mentor, but say you take someone on as your mentor by just asking questions and stuff like that.
فاهم.
through الجامعة كان في كريم وكارم. فيوسي ظريف جوز عمتي is a dentist as well, فكنت بروح اشتغل معاه. That was a huge part of making me like it as well, like dentistry. هو كان pedo surgery, فبما انا بحب perio I was seeing a lot of surgery معاه. The small things in dentistry of injecting successfully, كلنا أكتر حاجة بنكرهها في الأول is giving the inferior alveolar block. في ناس still suffer until now.
دي حقيقة.
فهو في الحتة دي was teaching me a lot about it, and I had to thank him for it.
Okay. And then how did this transition into leaving to New York?
يوسي ظريف was based, يعني he graduated from the Perry program for Boston University.
Okay.
I wanted to look into something different. I would say إن لما خلصت طب أسنان امتياز, we even working with people, I felt that something was missing. Like this is not dentistry بالنسبة لي. There's no way I can graduate, finish, even if I'm working this clinic and become a dentist, that this is going to be it. I felt that there was something more to it.
Okay.
I'm not going to be happy just doing this. I wanted to understand more of dentistry and learn more. Because I think كمصريين the way that the education system is في طب أسنان is we're very hands-on. We're great at hands-on. The fact إن هو أصلا أنت في MIU كانوا patients بيجوا لغاية عندنا, حتى في القصر العيني بتروح العيانين are everywhere.
We have privilege إن إحنا practice actually on patients.
بالضبط. We're very very good at it. يعني لو حد دخل قصر العيني في oral surgery, كمية العيانين اللي بتشوفهم, يعني انت لو فاكرين يبقى في كرسي بتاع 9 قاعدين, انت بتخش بلوك وتكمل.
دي حقيقة.
مفيش جامعة في العالم بتعمل كده.
دي حقيقة.
لو بصيت على الجامعات في إيطاليا مثلا, in Italy you don't actually practice on patients until you graduate from dentistry. 5 سنين you don't touch a patient. Yeah. Wow. That was a shock بالنسبة لي. لو رحت نيويورك and I had some Italian friends believe this is the way that it is. Like this is impossible.
Like 100 cases كل حاجة combined.
بالظبط. we're privileged in that sense.
That's true.
بس برضو undeniably أو كان ساعتها بقى I think it changed recently. إحنا theoretically we were a little bit behind.
Okay.
حتى لسه بتقول دلوقتي change سنة أولى داخل dentistry على طول.
الكريكولمز بقوا advanced وبيتطوروا على طول يعني في كل الجامعات.
زي ما بنقول إحنا في theoretical is a little bit behind. Yeah. Yes, we can do the things of reading books but I wanted something a little bit more of an exposure. I was looking at different programs in different areas, including برضو كريم كان بيقول لي على the program in Frankfurt or in Germany.
Yeah.
I think Frankfurt. I looked into it وكده, luckily ساعتها كان أختي برضو عايزة تدرس برا, she was applying to جامعات في أمريكا وكده. And واحد صاحبي كان معايا في الجامعة في MIU was a year ahead of me, وكنا مع بعض في مدرسة في شويفات. he went to NYU. I reached out to him قلت له how's NYU? قال لي it's great, you should come here. And he knows the director of the program, I'll put you in touch وكده. فأنا my sister we applied, got accepted الحمد لله and moved there. فدخلت أنا the program of general dentistry, somewhat comprehensive.
Okay.
Which is good to get exposure of different things.
You're learning everything.
بالظبط. You're not doing يعني it's mostly pros. Yeah, general pros. بس the program itself بقى was هي الانترناشونال programs دي كلها in one building. Like 1 to 8 or 9. فالبروجرام بتاعنا احنا والاستاتيك program was right next to each other. فالاستاتيك بقى اللي هو veneers, smile makeovers كده, ده بقى زميلي دافيد was in that program.
Okay.
From the first day of the program we got to become friends. فحلاوة ال system في NYU and everything is open.
You get exposed to everything.
Everything. فانت لو في كلاس ان استاتيك عايز تخش go ahead and go in, افتح باب وخش, محدش يقول لك لا. عايز تخش oral surgery افتح باب وخش. Anything that you want. and بقى هم all the time بيجيبوا بقى world renowned dentists من فريدياني, أوربان, ساعات مايكل أبا as well. عايز تخش you can go ahead and do just attend.
Okay.
That was a great exposure. just to get a different perspective of dentistry, the American system. At the same time, برضو بما international residents, you get to expose back what did you do in Spain, Italy, كذا. It was like a cultural learning experience, not just dentistry بقى برضو socially وكده. The plan في الأول was to do comprehensive and then push my way into DDS to get the license وكده. And خلاص ما دخل at the end of the program comprehensive, and I was thinking, where do I want to go? There's a great implants program وفي DDS. Okay, DDS is 2 years of studying what I know and a little bit more intense. Get the license to work in the US. Wala, do I do what I actually really like, which is implants? And
you don't get the license.
Don't get the license, but get more to fine tune my skills in implants.
You become more advanced
بالظبط.
في السبيشالتي دي.
بالظبط. When in my head I was thinking, you know what, I'm عامل البروجرام ده, I'm gonna be ahead of a lot of people كده. ممكن ارجع I can do something that's big في مصر.
انت يعني انا بس عايز focus on one point we skipped I think, the move from Egypt to New York. انت you went to a program just to learn.
Just to learn.
مش بيديلك اي privileges of
Nothing.
working in the US او working في اي حته بره. You're just learning.
Yeah. بالظبط. هو في الاخر it's a certificate of NYU.
That was very interesting.
Just certificate.
علشان الناس دايما اول حاجه بتفكر فيها to be completely يعني honest ان هو اول ما يتخرج especially دلوقتي ب everything that's happening financial في ال world economy, الناس بتفكر how to monetize their degree.
Yeah.
You did not think about that. انت فكرت انا
No, but I did because NYU, the name itself, just having the name of NYU is big.
فاهم.
يعني كان معايا, it was interesting, كان معايا one of my residents كان من Peru.
Okay.
وكان قدامه NYU أو Columbia. Now Columbia University is an Ivy League school.
Yeah.
It's bigger than New York. But he applied and went to New York instead of Columbia. Then that because لما يرجع Peru, people are gonna associate Columbia with the country, Colombia. It's funny, but it's true. فقال لك لما يشوفوا NYU on the certificate is very different than Colombia. بس فتخيل it's just a stupid thing, but it applies to the general public.
فخلصت comprehensive course في NYU and then you decided هتكمل في الimplant.
بالظبط. فهو that was a two-way.
Still more learning. مش بتفكر ان انت تساتل في اليو اس.
بالظبط. It was a little bit of a tough decision to take عشان هرجع مصر بعديها ولا اقعد هنا احسن.
انت كان عندك ايه مثلا 24 سنه 25 سنه؟
في 2013 كنت 26.
Okay, and you're taking very big decisions.
لا طبعا مع with the support of مع اهلي يعني I can't take that decision like that لوحدي اكيد.
بس up until this point you're not actually practicing برا وانت طول الوقت اللي انت في NYU you're only practicing في الجامعه.
فحلاوه البروجرام في NYU is that اولا it's this program is only for dentists that graduated dentistry.
Okay.
I can't take someone that's undergrad. There's a lot of practical work. فهم, to put it very bluntly, if they pay money to do the program, they're getting money from patients that are coming in and paying for treatments.
Okay.
Manhattan, generally, dentistry is very expensive. فبالنسبة كتير جدا بيروحوا الجامعة to get cheaper dentistry. Also supervised by great teachers. Guarantee that the work is going to be good. There's a lot of practical work. And then there's a lot of lectures and مفيش demand of passing grade, مفيش exams, بس في attendance. You have to attend these things. وبعدين you're going there to learn.
You want to learn.
They're not gonna spoon feed you for information. You have to go and get it. But that was the time هفكر هعمل ايه, عايز اقعد في امريكا ولا عايز ارجع مصر. And actually within the 2 years of the implant program, I'm gonna learn something. I'm really gonna get the skills that I want and learn. Within the DDS, I'm not gonna learn that much. It was also a good investment in time and knowledge and experience. I took that route, which I think is very, very important for أي حد اتخرج وأي حد عايز يشتغل شوية وعايز يدرس حاجة. Is how am I gonna take that skill and apply it in an environment that I'm working? Unless لو حد عايز I want to work in the US, خلاص by all means go and do DDS وboards والحاجات دي. All in. وبعديها برضو they're gonna do courses وكده. بس I decided I'm gonna do that and take it and apply it somewhere. فعملت الimplants program 2 years. الحمد لله from almost the end of the first year جم قالوا لي أنا one of my best friends هناك Miltos, I don't know, we want you guys from now to take the decision to stay as the fellows. We're like a PA. We're like, great.
تبقى teaching كمان.
بالظبط, yeah. But we get to do the big cases for program, like the full mouth rehabs وكده. At the same time, we get to lecture people like once or twice a week. And yeah, enhance about all the skills. It can be about research, it can be publications. I'm presenting in different conferences, case presentations. احنا و UPenn و Maryland University اللي هو كان بيسميها North East Conferences. بنروح لغاية West Coast to present في San Diego وحاجات كده.
Definitely a whole other level of learning experience.
Yeah.
You're learning, you're teaching, you're researching, you're
بالظبط.
doing practical work.
Yeah. That was part of the rule in the program اللي تارنو عملها هو وتشو, and they wanted people to be exposed to these things.
Yeah.
And not just come learn and know how to place an implant. بالنسبة لهم, they were saying like a monkey can place an implant. But we want you guys to be exposed to more than that.
I understand.
But that was a decision برضو, knowing these things, هي دي اللي قالت لي, okay, that's a good route. I'm not gonna get the license to work here, but this is
You're getting something
This is
way
big.
more precious.
بالظبط, yeah. This is investment of money
صح.
بالنسبة لي.
صح.
I'm not saying that the right way to go, but that was the right way to go to me, for me.
So خلصت البروجرام بتاع NYU. You did 2 programs هناك for 4 years combined. And how did you take this to working with one of the biggest names in dentistry in the world, Michael Appa, in Dubai?
I think before that, we should discuss why I decided that I don't want to go back to Egypt.
Okay.
I wanted to go back to Dubai.
Of course.
I wanted to go somewhere else, which Dubai was an option. Every single time that I used to come back from New York to Egypt to visit, I realized that I'm changing as well. My perspective, dentistry was different, and the way that I wanted to work dentistry was different. حتى لما when I used to come back and work a little bit with my uncle in the clinic, the mentality of the way that I wanted to approach dentistry was different than the way that the patients were thinking, which again, that was an academic approach, which is not ideal because you cannot take academic approach and put it in practical. That's not the same. They're very, very different. But if academic and you're going to apply it in real life dentistry, you're going to fail. عشان كل حاجة takes so long, you're working by the book, it's just wrong. But there has to be a balance between both. But I realized that it's going to be tough for me.
Okay.
ففي آخر سنة I applied for Dubai licensing. My cousin كانت هناك فقالت لي تعالى, we'll see, we'll make it work. And I didn't know where I'm going to work. I'm just going to apply for the license. So once I get it, I'm going to go and see where I can work.
So you applied for the license first?
First I want, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the way that it works. Once you get...
أنا فاهم, بس قصدي you didn't apply for the license while you already have an offer مثلا.
No, because most of them are not going to wait for you.
Okay.
They're going to come and ask you, do you have the license or not? Where are you in the licensing phase?
Again, another leap of faith.
Another leap of faith.
أنا بهايلايت الحاجات دي عشان بحس إن دي حاجة اللي هو you're just taking a leap of faith and you're waiting for the result. You're not securing the end goal من الأول.
Yeah.
Which is very important.
One of the mottos that I have in life is luck favors the prepared.
Absolutely.
And that's very, very important.
It's true.
You work towards something and then when you get it, you're already prepared. Yes, luck plays a role, but if you're not prepared for it, you're not going to find it. Yeah.
Amazing. So you did the license?
So I did the licensing. بدأتها وأنا في نيويورك. I applied for it هناك. دافيد ساعتها كان already ماشي من نيويورك and APA recruited him. عشان APA قال لك I'm going to open Dubai.
وراح دبي.
Yeah, فراح للأستاتيك program at NYU because APA was at NYU as well. فقال لهم, do you have anyone that you recommend that I can take into Dubai? فthey're like, David. Because David was very, very good there. وفي نفس الوقت I had a friend of mine اسمه جيفاني في الامبلانتس program. كان برضه بيخلص and he's like, okay, I don't mind going as well.
Okay.
Because he was in touch. He was in the static program قبلها بسنتين.
هم مش محتاجين لايسنس.
لا محتاجين license.
فعلا؟
Yeah, everyone does. حتى APA needs a license.
Really?
Yeah, طبعا he has to go to the exam. That's the protocol there.
Okay.
David and Giovanni went there. They were working there. وقابلت David in April because he gives courses for New York every year, like 4 or 5 or 6 days with the Spanish group. So I met him there. I was talking to him like, oh, how's New York? How's Dubai? وكده. He's like, yeah, Dubai is good. طبعا I don't know who he's working with. I just know that he works in Dubai.
Okay.
فقلت له, yeah, I applied for the license. And I'm also thinking of moving there. فبقى come to November بقى خلاص أنا رجعت من مصر من أول سبتمبر. I've been working there for 2 months, working on the license. رجعت شغلت مصر شوية. I applied for a few places including MIU as well.
Okay.
We're not gonna talk into that. I was waiting for the licensing procedure to finish, which was the exams.
اوكي
فنوفمبر كنت مسافر نيويورك، وon my way عشان طلع تصريح السفر، دافيد كان باعت لي مسج قبلها بالليل قال لي are you awake I want to talk. كنت نايم طبعا. كلمته الصبح وقال لي what are you doing؟ قلت له I'm on my way to كذا. قال لي okay I want you to meet Michael Appa because Giovanni's leaving and we want to bring you on board. Yeah. لا we need a dentist there.
اوكي
قلت لهم حلو قوي I'm actually getting the تصريح السفر عشان I'm going to New York after tomorrow. فقال لي خلاص حلو I'm gonna set up an appointment يعني a meeting with him
اوكي
just to see an interview whatever. فأنا رحت قابلته وبتاع وقعدت مع أبا في العيادة. It was interesting because it wasn't an interview, it was more of a job offer.
straight up
Straight up. He trusted David. أنا أعرف David من زمان. He's like, if you trust that person, I'm going to trust you as long as just know how to work together. You're like, yeah, we're going to know how to work together very well. It was a job offer. رجعت. I had the exams, failed the first exam. Appa was frustrated. أخذت امتحان تاني in January, passed it. وبعدها لا February, passed it on the 9th of Feb. طلعت الفيزا on the 11th, on the 17th كنت في دبي. مش هتبقى ما خلاص I moved there.
wow
Yeah, فهو he was very adamant أنا أروح on the 17th عشان هو he was going to be there on the 19th. عشان برضه عايزنا to get exposure while he's there.
اكيد
بس it was through that يعني through David, the fact that a friend of mine was there. I told him that I was going to be in Dubai and he pushed for it.
واو دي سنة كام؟
2016. أنا I moved 2017 بس already the conversation بدأت من 2016.
luck favors the prepared.
Luck favors the prepared.
Well, you didn't give up يعني you failed the exam. This is
Yeah, it was interesting because when I first failed the exam, the first one, حتى والدي جه قال لي بص يعني هتاخد الامتحان ده one more time. نصيحتي one more time. If you fail it خلاص بقى start thinking about الحياة في دبي في القاهرة في مصر. like I really pushed to pass the exam.
Wow.
Yeah.
You've had quite the journey.
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
And how بقى let's take a pause هنا. Starting working for Michael Appa.
Yes.
How is that? This is your first يعني مش هقول job بس this is your first
yeah, proper experience in dentistry. Yeah, بالظبط.
big
Yeah.
working job يعني kind of. Yeah.
I think I was very excited at the beginning مش عشان the work because ساعتها put in mind أنا كل ده كنت هدفي داخل into implants and implant dentistry and the implant pros and nothing to do with aesthetics.
Yes.
I practiced a little bit on it but nothing to do with aesthetics at all.
Okay.
بس لما قابلته في العيادة عنده one of the things that I loved for the conversation is like the way that we do dentistry is patient focused. It's not academic. It's not research. It's patient focused. Yes, عايز تروح تعمل courses you can do it. Yes, if you want to teach things you can do whatever. But we're focused on giving the perfect treatment to our patients and how to maintain it for longevity وكل ده. I'm like yes, that's the dentistry that I want.
عارف لما لمبة تنور كده ان هي دي الحاجة اللي انت بتدور عليها.
خلاص كده وقال لي what do you think? قلت له that's exact dentistry that I want to do. قال لي perfect. Here's your job offer. Let's see what happens with your licensing. فلما رحت هناك I was very excited to see the way that it works. It's a freaking machine. It's a system that I've never seen before. Never seen before. The guy over the years, he developed something that is just focused on, again, something that I love, predictable success. And having repetitive predictable success in every single thing that you do. Whatever case that comes in, we're going to take it on, we're going to fix it, we're going to make it work, and it's going to be magic. It was very exciting, very intimidating في الأول طبعا. Because I need to prove to myself الأول that I'm able to do it.
Yes.
And to him that I'm going to be able to do that and be part of the team. It took some time.
The learning and the training بس actually doing.
Not the environment.
بالظبط. والpressure كمان ان انت you're working with a really big names يعني.
Yeah. The thing that's great about Appa is that he's a very, very good judge of character. Okay. And he trusts his people a lot. حتى if someone at the beginning is a bit lacking, he just can see that there's potential.
Fair.
But he gives time and like.
And he waited لما he did the exam for the first time.
بالظبط, yeah. Yeah. I don't think I told him that I failed the first time. I think I told him بعديها. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
بس يعني he saw that the potential of more of a personality that will fit in with the team. Because to him, that's more important than the skills.
Okay.
He doesn't care if someone is like the best dentist in the world. He's everywhere. He's like, okay, if your personality doesn't fit and you're going to be toxic, you're out. But that's how he manages his team.
And that's how it's
teams.
achieved.
بالظبط. Yeah.
انت بصيت على نفسك كده في مره من بره وحسيت اللي هو I'm doing this and I'm doing great and I'm working in one of the biggest teams in the world. عارف اللحظه دي لما تفكر كده on yourself اللي هو انا كنت في AIS ولا كنت في الشويفات وبعد كده now I'm in Dubai working alongside Michael Appa and one of the biggest teams in the world and we're doing great dentistry.
I think the first time that جالي that feeling لما someone messaged me on Instagram and was telling me that like you're a role model. حد من مصر كمان.
Okay.
كان حد مصري ما كانش حد أجنبي. Because you know أول ما Appa posts something everyone follows and you get more because he posts about Tarek working there.
صح.
Because they really hit when someone told me like I really admire your work. You're a role model. I'm like this feels really good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
دي كانت أكبر حاجة.
I mean you did put in the work hard time يعني سنين and you've invested a lot but this still feels very special when it's acknowledged too.
Definitely. I think until now and anyone that messaged me is like don't understand your words been very someone Egyptian telling me this is hits deeper than anything else.
عارف الناس بتبقى متخيله اللي هو محمد صلاح مش هيعرف يروح يلعب في ليفربول طارق حافظ مش هيعرف يروح يشتغل مع ابل يعني بتحس ان انت you're starting somewhere you cannot go but actually you can.
Yeah.
You really can.
Yeah, you really can. Yeah. And I don't think anyone has to go through the same journey to get to that. I don't think so خالص.
Can you emphasize on what you mean?
I mean like you don't have to go and study abroad to reach any level. It's more of the investment that you do in your skills, in your knowledge, and all these things you can get them without having to again travel abroad and do these things.
Fair.
It's you just gotta find your own way of doing things, and I think that's what separates someone from the general public. It's a little bit easier said than done, but that's what separates someone from the rest.
You keep looking.
Yeah.
You kept looking for years.
Yeah.
انت قعدت تدور من مكان لمكان
and you try something, it doesn't work out. Try another thing, doesn't work out. Try the third, the fourth. Yeah, بالظبط. Yeah. Because you gotta then see what you're happy with, like what's gonna give you happiness in terms of what you do. Because ممكن أول تجيب حد تحطهم in the perfect environment, they're not gonna thrive because they're not happy. First year of dentistry.
First year of dentistry.
بالظبط.
So we're saying how is working with Michael Appa affecting your personality or how this changing انت حاسس ان انت بتتغير ازاي؟ if لو انت اصلا بتتغير يعني.
Yeah, definitely. يعني طارق حافظ في 2017 when I first started with Appa is very different than the year after, and very different to now.
ايه اللي بس؟
أولاً Appa as a visionary dentist is incredible. He looks at dentistry in general as not as a practice in terms of the dentistry, as a practice in terms of what we provide in the industry and to the patients.
Yeah.
Very, very different than the general dentist.
Yeah.
He wants to create, he wants to put dentistry in the top aspects of a luxury life. Not just from the health perspective, but from مش هقول حتى cosmetic because that's undermining it.
Fair.
For people that think of luxury, dentistry needs to be there. But in his mind, that's what he sees, and he's not even scratched the surface on where he needs to reach. For every single day, it changes.
It shows on the brand that he's building.
بالظبط, exactly.
Yeah.
With time, أولاً, as a leader, he's great in getting people together.
Okay.
And getting people that can work together, because that's the only way that anything works. Especially like a machine like that.
Yeah.
But being able to get the right people and the right character and personality and put them together and work together. Slowly you get to understand a lot how important it is to work as a team.
Yeah.
You have something that you're doing yourself, that's your specialty, but you need to work with people to allow that specialty to thrive.
Yeah.
And I'm coming in doing dentistry. I need to be very good at what I do, and I'm improving my dentistry every single day. But I won't be able to do dentistry if there's not someone that's able to manage my patients. I cannot manage my patients my own.
So
That was a realization that if they're really good, I'm going to be better at what I do.
So كلكم push yourself forward.
بالظبط. If I don't have a good ceramist behind me doing things, I'm not going to be able to do good dentistry no matter how great it is.
صح.
فحتى a friend of mine was telling me like a good ceramist will make a 2 out of 10 dentist look like a 8 out of 10.
This is very true.
A horrible ceramist will make a 10 out of 10 dentist look like a 2 out of 10.
I agree.
APA had the vision of creating the perfect setup. Slowly you get to learn. About Tarek Hafez في الأول 2017, yes, I'm very good at doing things, but I can't work with the ceramist الأول because they don't understand my job, my work. I don't understand what they need. With conversation, because the system is in-house, now we understand each other. Which ceramist that I'm working with this case, I need to prep this tooth that way so that he can do it the way that I want it to.
So,
APA, he created that.
he taught you this.
بالظبط. And through the system itself, it teaches you. بالظبط. That's the dental part. That's coming back into the lifestyle, the social media aspect of it.
Okay.
How important social media is, how important it is to always be out there and someone talking about your name. Anything that you see that comes in and says, reminds you of dentistry, Tarek, that's it. We don't think about that, how important Instagram is. Any other thing.
This is something you've changed about.
The first thing that APA did when I went to Dubai, we had the meeting in the morning وكله أول ما خلصنا قال لي show me your Instagram. قمت طالع تليفوني I give it to him. He's like flipping through it. He's like, okay, we need to do some changes. دي بقى طبعا بالنسبة لي was a huge stress. What am I gonna do? هعمل ايه? What am I gonna have to delete some pictures? ايه ده كان كده يعني. He's like, we need to work on your Instagram.
So this is actually part of the machine دلوقتي.
Huge part. 75% of our patients come from Instagram.
Really?
وأنا بكلم me and David. APA is like mostly Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah. Social media is very, very important for us.
And you guys invest in that?
Definitely. That's why we do the videos, كده, we post, we do these things.
ما حدش بيتكلم عن الموضوع ده خالص يعني.
No, it's very, very important.
And
very important.
What do you guys do أكتر يعني? Tell me more about how you address social media.
So I think everyone has a different way of doing it, personalized. I مثلا don't like putting blood on Instagram.
I completely agree.
David loves it, but David as well is more exposed into the education side of dentistry, doing courses وحاجات كده. He wants also to target dentists and target patients. And I want to target more patients than dentists.
أنا زيك.
APA is targeting a little bit of both, but more patients than dentists.
أنا لسه كنت بقول advice لواحد صاحبي امبارح actually who's a surgeon. بقول له if you want to lose more followers, keep posting blood.
100%.
If you want to keep losing followers, post
100%. A lot of people برضه في الأول like you're posting too much teeth and I stop following you because I don't want to see smiles and because of that I get all these promotions of the dentists, other work with Sharp High Smile, all these brands and حاجات كده.
But then you create your own personal separate account?
No, I have both my about. My personal and the professional the same. I don't want to jump from one to the other.
It's very inconvenient. يعني أنا جربت and I end up using my now dental account كل حاجة برضه.
Yeah, it just makes it easier. And if anything, I think that when you're combining a little bit of your own personal life with dentistry, it's exciting.
That's true.
They get to see
who you are.
بالظبط.
And this is what the podcast is all about. We don't want to see you in a coat. We want to see you in who you really are.
And I don't like faking it on Instagram, like all these things. Like, خلاص, I'm going to show you the real me and who I am.
Fair.
With just subtle things.
Okay.
برضه there's a part that I'm not going to show, but it's fine.
Okay.
Social media is very, very important. For you work on that. Posting smiles, and I think that's what people see mostly on Instagram. When I say people, I say patients, potential patients.
Yes.
They want to see things that are similar to them. They want to see problems that they have, and they want to see solutions.
Of course.
As I like the Wolf of Wall Street, you're like there's the company, the product, and the person. You're able to sell these three things, you're going to sell everything. So the brand is there, the company is there, the product of what you're selling, and
you
the
as a
person
person.
as you. If your client or patient trusts the three of them, sold 100%. And I would say in dentistry, it's not a product; it's a solution.
It's a service.
Solution.
Okay.
You're fixing things. They have a problem, you know how to fix it. If one tooth is dark, I know how to fix that. If I have a wonky smile, I know how to fix that. Missing tooth, I know how to fix that. And they want that.
Yeah.
Then they can trust you because you're actually showing the solution. That's what social media is important for. You're grasping people because you're showing them things that they didn't know that they had.
And I believe you have to show برضو إن there's way much more than what you actually do in the patient's mouth.
Yeah.
عشان there's so much behind اللي انت بتعمله بإيدك.
Yeah.
There's so much behind that.
Yeah.
في ال dental experience عموما.
Yeah. It's a little bit tough to do that.
Yeah.
عشان you have to show a lot of things and people don't want to see.
It's very time
Hours
consuming and exhausting كمان يعني.
Yeah. And I think it's a little bit of a slippery slope when you make things seem so easy to someone.
Yeah.
It's great because you're selling them that thing.
But you're still setting expectations.
When they're inside, بالظبط. The expectation is, yeah, but I thought it was easier
اعمل
than
كده.
that.
اعمل كده حل المشكلة بتاعتك.
بالظبط. Exactly.
فاهم.
فدي بقى ساعتها بقى بس you work on that في العيادة. Once they come in, like you explain the whole expectation, which again, it's easy. It's not tough.
I know, but it's not as easy as a swipe من ال before لل after.
بالظبط.
Because people expect that لأن هم متعودين يشوفوها كده.
بالظبط. That's another thing that we work on as well. How can we show them that it's a complicated procedure that will make it easy?
They'll make it easy.
But at the same time, they respect that it's a complicated procedure. They respect that what we do is not as easy as before and after. زي ما انت بتقول.
And this is something you'll never learn unless you're working with someone or you're working in a place that teaches you this. يعني انت مهما اتعلمت في الجامعة في NYU الحاجات دي of how to handle your patient, how to set expectations دي حاجات
بالظبط.
that are private practice lessons.
بالظبط. Yeah. And I think it's good to have exposure to different dentists and just see how they work and get to learn what to do and what not to do.
Yeah. Let's talk a bit about Michael Appa. This man is inspiring to hundreds of thousands of dentists all over the world. And you get to see him firsthand.
Yeah.
Michael
Appa is a very, very lovely human being. He's a lot of fun.
Okay.
Very kind, loyal, friendly, very approachable. He knows how to balance. Approachable.
Wow.
Yeah, very approachable.
The guy is a celebrity, and celebrities are not usually approachable. Yeah.
No, he's very approachable.
Wow.
Very approachable. He's not gonna be rude to anyone face to face.
Okay.
At all. ولا حتى behind their back.
Okay.
He likes to enjoy what he's doing, and he wants everyone to enjoy what they're doing, but also respect the professional side of it.
Yeah.
He is, زي ما قلت لك, a leader in the game, honestly. يعني he changed dentistry completely since he started working. And by the way, when he started working as well, he's still working with Rosenthal. And Rosenthal back in the day was the celebrity dentist.
Okay.
He saw something in Appa, and he started working with him, and he برضه busted through a lot to reach where he went. It's not that he on board, تعالى, you're going to start doing smile makeovers. Yeah. He was doing cleanings and stuff at the beginning.
Yeah.
But then Michael had the vision of seeing social media and how social media can be big, and he incorporated that into dentistry. That's why he's the guru of social media dentistry. Whatever that he does, everyone does it. What jacket are you wearing? What gloves are you wearing? What are you using? And مع الوقت, he started slowly, because he was very good, charismatic as well. Again, people like him. It's not like he's someone that's محدش هيحبه. الناس بتحبه generally. Patients كذا انت شغالين معاه. فشوية بدأ ياخد the patients من روزنتال. روزنتال برضه كبير في السن, he started giving him more of his patients to take care of. And some of the patients wanted to go with him because he's younger, fresher, started to become a little bit famous. بالظبط. Michael Appa as a person, especially in the last few years, he has become a very interesting character in terms of not just dentistry, but also personal life. Like, he takes very good care of himself, food-wise, exercise-wise. he loves dentistry, like a real passion for dentistry.
Yeah.
Like very few people that I've met that actually are passionate about it. David, for example, is very passionate about dentistry. Honestly, I would say, like, if you ask me who are the top dentists in the world, I would say Appa, and second is David.
Really?
Yeah. But Appa has his greater passion is within, again, the industry itself. How can I portray dentistry to the common person as it's a want, not just a need.
Fair. I believe it's
And he's
changing
so
the
passionate
world's
about it.
perspective about it.
بالظبط.
It's not becoming as boring as you would see it قبل كده.
بالظبط, yeah. It is. And حتى يقول لك, I'm turning them, my patients come to the clinic, we have to make it an exciting experience for them.
Yeah.
People don't like dentists. And I'm a dentist and I don't like dentists, generally.
Yeah.
I don't like dentistry, generally.
And they're vocal about it.
بالظبط.
They're
Very vocal, yeah. فحتى كتير يقول لك, and I couldn't imagine this was dentistry. You guys have made it a seamless experience, or let's be very blunt, a less painful experience than I've known before. And that was him. He's passionate about that side of dentistry.
Yeah.
He's passionate about how can I be not only the best version of myself, the best version of myself that I can relate to other people and they can be the best versions of themselves. So he applies that in dentistry and lifestyle and with people that he works around with and everything.
How is he doing this while working all these hours?
I think that's that's the key to success. In my opinion, it's very easy. Success can be what? I have a vision, I have a strategy, and I execute.
Okay.
These are basically the three things. There are more, but these are the 3 things. Okay, I can have the vision, I can have the strategy, but if I don't have the energy, I won't be able to execute. And that's the way that I see success, having the energy. If I don't have the energy, I'm going to burn out easily. I won't be able to do anything. I'm going to procrastinate. I'm going to be lazy. I won't do anything. And if anything, maybe you're not going to succeed, but you're probably setting yourself up for failure. So that's how I see success. And Appa's like that. His day in, day out from 4 a.m. and yes, 4 a.m. till he sleeps at night, 10 or 11, he's all about how can I maximize my energy to do this. And I think that's a very different beast to someone else.
Yeah.
Like I told him before, I think his nervous system is wired for this. And he says it, well, I cannot handle a vacation more than 4 or 5 days.
I completely understand that.
Because if I sit down, I'm going to get lazy and bummed and I cannot do it. I don't want to do it. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I would then 3-4 days into the vacation, like, خلاص, I'm bored. I want to go back. But he's wired for that.
Yeah.
So people also have to appreciate that, and not everyone is set up for this.
This is true.
Because again, it could be something that could lead to frustration and depression. Because I'm not like that.
Sure.
Someone else is not like that. You could be like that.
Okay.
But you have to also understand that
you need to understand
not everyone can be Appa.
Fair.
So?
So.
Yeah, Appa. Very, very interesting person. Very interesting. Every single time thought, man, there's something new.
Really?
Yeah.
After all these years?
After all these years.
Wow. And you'd say he's your mentor?
Definitely. If not directly, indirectly as well.
Yeah.
So, but again, the most important thing was working with Appa is he makes you enjoy the industry a lot, above anything else. Because he understands as well, if someone is not happy, the system is not going to be happy, productivity decreases. He's not going to be happy because he's going to be worried about it as well.
طب وبره الشغل بقى, you guys are into hobbies and كل الناس اللي بتfollow Appa, they see he's into sports, you're into sports.
Yeah.
What other hobbies are you doing other than dentistry بقى? What else do you have in your life?
Me personally?
You personally, the team, whatever the group activities you guys do.
Well, surprisingly, we don't hang out that much as a team for Dubai. Yeah.
And you spend incredible amounts of hours في الشغل يعني.
Yeah. بالضبط. واحنا يعني قاعدين مع بعض and we're environment في العادة is again it's more like a friendly environment. لو في period ما بين العينين we start talking and joking وحاجات كده.
Which is very tricky علشان even if the experience is seamlessly patient, it's always a bit, there's so much focus put in when you're doing the work. There's a bit of stress برضو that the dentist handles. فان you're able to create this kind of friendly environment.
بالضبط.
It's very impressive, to be honest.
إيه بالضبط. That friendly environment is more of okay خلاص. أولاً we're not gonna hold grudges. We're not gonna have personal issues من بعض. We fight, we argue, we disagree. Let's move on.
Okay.
ما فيش اللي هو 1 hour of silent treatment. Let's move on. There's a patient there. We have a system. We have to move on.
Okay.
And then خلاص that كأنك you have like a very transparent relationship with friends.
Fair.
Put it that way.
Fair.
That alone is like as if we're hanging out on the
Yeah.
weekends. David and I don't hang out that much as well on the
Mm.
weekends, even though we've known each other since 2012.
Wow.
But then we don't need to.
Fair.
Hobbies, I would say, أنا بالنسبة لي one of the hobbies is exercise. Like I love it. I love exercise.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a must.
And you're
Not-
doing this alongside all the working hours, all the
Yeah.
stress.
So I do it usually in the morning before work.
Okay.
Where there was football, كورة, بس
Yeah.
صليبي 2 years ago.
So
فده
بتلعب في الكورة كلهم
hopefully come back soon.
إن شاء الله.
But
But you're still exercising دلوقتي.
definitely, yeah.
Mm. وكنت بتحكي لي على المايند سيت بتاعك في الاكسرسايز ان انت you're not working out just to work out, you're doing something different.
Yeah, that's something as well that I would say common have been Apana is that we changed that mindset throughout the years.
Yeah.
He likes to challenge as
The
well,
guys
and I
in
like to
everything.
challenge. Huh?
The guys in everything.
Yeah,
الشغل في التمرين
Yeah.
his mindset is reflecting في كل حاجة.
yeah.
Wow.
But we used to exercise just for physical activity.
Okay.
اللي هو I'm just going to the gym وكده. And then slowly he changed into no, I need to exercise the right way in order to provide for what I need to do throughout the whole day.
Okay.
I cannot come at 12 or 1 I'm tired.
Yeah.
Or even feel the hint of being tired. I need to push through.
Okay.
But he changes his exercise from basic or simple physical activity to, like I call it, intentional training. So I train for a goal. For me, that changed لما جالي الإصابة.
Yeah.
لما جالي
to
الصليبي
recover.
بالظبط. With physio and rehab وكده, I have to focus on how can I get back and strengthen the muscles to go back and play كورة.
Okay.
That's intentional training. But mindset changed completely. And through that, I started realizing that, okay, that's also a concept that's applicable to a lot of different things.
لسه كنت هقول لك
مش بس sports or
setting targets
exercise.
in general في أي حاجة في حياتك is something that drives you to push forward.
بالظبط. And it has to be like, okay, I have a major goal that I want to reach to,
Okay.
but it's all small wins.
Small goals.
Small wins. It's like going up a ladder. If I want to reach from here to here, it's all small steps.
Yeah, but you have to set yourself in a direction حتى في التمرين.
Yeah, بالظبط. What is my goal? لما بعمل مثلا rehab, my goal is عايز أرجع ألعب كورة.
Fair.
Okay, how can I reach that? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are people that are going to come in to help me because I can't do it alone 100%, but at least that's the goal, that's where I'm reaching. And that applies to everything else.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
And you keep that balance and it's keeping you healthy.
Yeah.
Because I for one believe ان انت لو انت مركز في حاجة واحدة بس eventually حتى لو انت بتحب الحاجة دي قوي you'll need a break.
Oh, definitely.
The key is ان انت يبقى عندك أكتر من حاجة that you're doing. يعني.
بالظبط. It's like what they say, like a work-life balance.
Yeah.
But it's just more than that. But
That's amazing.
yeah.
That's amazing. What advice would you give to people who are in the beginning of their career أو in the beginning of the أو in the middle of their learning dentistry أو learning medicine and they feel إن الدنيا دايما frustrating دايما there is no hope of the future. What did you see وانت في الفيز دي؟ يعني
I didn't see anything at that time. كنت زي أي حد. I was frustrated. I didn't know what to do. I had hope, let's say. But I just didn't know where I'm gonna go بعديها. الحاجة الوحيدة الحمد لله was I just knew that this was not it. There's more to it.
Yeah.
But what is it? I don't know. I think my advice to anyone that's especially لو واصلين the later stages of education
yes.
in dentistry, finish, focus on what you're doing now, get the most out of it, especially لما تخش امتياز or the residency.
Definitely.
Get the most out of it.
Definitely.
If you don't like it, get the most of what you don't like. Not push yourself through it. That's what I'm saying. Just خلاص. If your mind knows that I don't like this specialty, don't waste energy on it.
Fair.
Do the bare minimum to that. Focus on the other one that you actually enjoy. Your mind and body will tell you what you like and don't like. That's just normal.
Okay.
And then when you're done, again, yes, you're frustrated because you have a plan. Everyone that has a plan, everyone that has goals is frustrated at the beginning because they don't know what to do. Everyone. Anyone that's successful had the same issue. focus on work. Finish dentistry, start working. Because again, it's a very different lifestyle.
دي حقيقة.
فstart working at the beginning, understand الأول what is there in private practice, in a hospital, كده, and then at least spend a year or 2 years of doing that. And then if you want to seek out post-grad, then seek out post-grad. Don't jump straight into uni straight into doing post-grad. Because خلاص, you're setting yourself up to the academic life. And if you like that, by all means, stay the academic life. That people love that. They continue here. But work a little bit, do a little bit post-grad, because when you do that, you can see, okay, how can I bring that into practice?
So.
If you don't do that step, you're not going to understand what you need in practice. And I say that because I didn't spend enough time in private practice, in my opinion, though it was 2.5 years, to grasp what I really needed for NYU and bring back into the clinic.
Sure.
My mind was set in academics. And by the way, I didn't tell you this. في آخر سنة, when I applied for the license, Dubai, at NYU, I applied for the faculty position at NYU. My mind was so set on becoming a faculty.
Academic, خلاص.
And I didn't get the job, and I was so frustrated. And yeah, I was almost depressed leaving New York and coming back to Egypt. حتى the license in Dubai was not something that I was looking forward to.
This was a plan B.
That was a plan B.
Because I think ان انت طول ما انت في الاكاديميك لاين بتخليك كده narrow vision شويه ان انت you see what makes sense the next step is and you just keep going. في ناس كتير قوي ما بتفكرش if what they want is outside these boundaries.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, because I think when you're in the academic environment, if anything, I think the amount of investment that you need to do to maintain being in an academic environment and growing in it is
huge.
Way harder than private practice.
Huge. لا أنا ممكن أقول لك إن أنا I had an option of staying academic in Cairo University where I graduated and I turned it down وكانت الناس بتتعامل معايا إن هو أنت مجنون يعني. أنت محتاج تروح مصحة عقلية إن أنت بتقول لا الأوبشن زي ده. بس أنا like you said حسيت إن there is more to life than this for me.
بالضبط. Exactly.
I want something
exactly.
different.
That's a personal opinion.
Exactly.
Academic life is tough. It's lovely and it's beautiful and it's eye-opening because you get exposure like crazy to all these things. And I enjoyed it a lot, but it's very, very tough. Just to be in the top, in the elite, and like even elite within your own institution, not but globally, it's very, very tough. You have to invest way more than people think it is.
It's an investment.
It's an investment.
Exactly, this is what it is.
Yeah.
You couldn't have put it better.
Yeah, I've seen it with people at the uni that the ones that I looked up to and were incredible. Like one of them was an encyclopedia of dentistry. Dr. Bloom, encyclopedia. Like he knew everything and anything. He could talk about anything at any moment and discuss it and quote articles and cite articles. And but he invested so much time into it.
Of course. Of course.
People have to. That's my advice. Think of now. Have a plan for the future, or not a plan. Like try to see where you want to be in the future, but stick it one step at a time.
Yes.
Because whenever that you're getting those small wins every day, that's what motivates you to maintain and keep going.
And then just keep prepared.
بالضبط. It's like people in life that network. You're just preparing until something hits.
So.
That's the same thing, similar concept.
Dr. Tarek, this was incredible.
Well, I hope I helped.
Yeah, I learned personally a lot from you and from your mindset. I'm sure people are going to really love this talk. It was an absolute pleasure. And again, I'm thanking you for finding the time to do this.
No, but thank you.
Really,
thank you for the invitation.
Really love it.
Yeah.
And I hope we meet again soon.
No, there's going to be a round two.
Yes. I absolutely love that.
No, anytime.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.